Have you ever watched a politician absolutely destroy someone in a live hearing? Ian Cameron, Democratic Alliance member and former detective, just turned a routine committee meeting into what some are calling the most brutal political takedown of the year. We're talking about accusations of lying under oath, connections to an alleged gangster, and illegal conduct that would make your jaw drop. Drop a comment and tell me what you think about this whole situation, because this one is wild. So, let me set the scene for you. This happened at the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Committee hearing, and the man in the hot seat was Julius Mkhwanazi, the acting commissioner of the Metro Police. Now, Ian Cameron walks into this hearing with receipts, and I mean serious receipts. From the very start, you can tell this isn't going to be your average boring government meeting where everyone's being polite and dancing around the issues. Cameron kicks things off by asking Mkhwanazi about his appointment as acting commissioner. Simple question, right? But here's where it gets interesting. According to Cameron, the appointment might not have been done properly. He's questioning whether the correct procedures were followed, whether the right people signed off on it, and whether Mkhwanazi even had the qualifications required for the position. Mkhwanazi tries to explain, giving these long, winding answers that go nowhere. Cameron's not having it. He keeps cutting him off, demanding yes or no answers. Then Cameron brings up something that makes everyone in that room sit up straight. Blue lights. You know those flashing blue lights you see on police vehicles? Well, apparently there's been some installation of these lights on private vehicles, and Mkhwanazi's name keeps popping up in connection to this. Cameron wants to know who authorized it, who paid for it, and why private vehicles are being fitted with official police equipment. The implications here are huge, because if you're putting blue lights on private cars, you're essentially giving civilians police powers on the road. Mkhwanazi stumbles through his response, and Cameron just keeps hammering away at the inconsistencies. But wait, it gets even more intense. Cameron then drops a name that sends shockwaves through the room. Vusi Matlala, better known by his nickname, Khekhe. Now, if you're from South Africa, especially Gauteng, you know that name. Matlala has been mentioned in various reports, allegedly connected to some seriously questionable activities in the area. Some people claim he's involved in everything from construction tenders to protection rackets. Cameron directly asks Mkhwanazi about his relationship with this man. Does he know him? Has he met with him? Has he done any favors for him? Mkhwanazi tries to downplay it, saying maybe he's seen him around, maybe they've been at the same events, but nothing serious. Cameron's not buying it. He starts pulling out specific instances, specific dates, where reportedly Mkhwanazi and Matlala were seen together. One source claims they were spotted having a meeting at a restaurant in Kempton Park. Another report suggests Mkhwanazi might have intervened in matters that benefited Matlala's alleged business interests. Now, we have to say allegedly here because these are serious accusations and nothing's been proven in court, but the fact that Cameron is bringing this up in an official hearing with such confidence tells you he believes he has something solid. The hearing continues. Cameron brings up what might be the most damning accusation of all. There was apparently a murder scene, and Mkhwanazi showed up. Now, showing up to a crime scene isn't unusual for a police commissioner, but according to Cameron, the way Mkhwanazi conducted himself raised red flags. Cameron alleges that Mkhwanazi may have interfered with the scene, may have given instructions that compromised the investigation, and may have had personal reasons for being there that had nothing to do with official police business. Mkhwanazi denies this completely, but Cameron keeps pressing. He asks specific questions about who else was at the scene, what time Mkhwanazi arrived, what he did while he was there, who he spoke to. Every time Mkhwanazi tries to give a vague answer, Cameron cuts him off and demands precision. At one point, Cameron flat out says, "You're being dishonest with this committee." Those are fighting words in a government hearing. Accusing someone of lying under oath is not something politicians do lightly because it can have serious legal consequences. The tension in that room must have been unbearable. Other committee members are watching this unfold, and you can imagine some of them are uncomfortable because this is getting personal. Cameron's not just questioning Mkhwanazi's decisions, he's questioning his character, his integrity, his honesty. He uses the word dishonest multiple times throughout the hearing. Each time he says it, he's basically telling Mkhwanazi and everyone watching that he believes this man cannot be trusted. Throughout all of this, Mkhwanazi keeps trying to defend himself, but his defenses sound weak. He gives long explanations that don't really answer the questions. He tries to redirect to other topics. He suggests that Cameron doesn't understand how Metro Police operations work. But Cameron, remember, used to be a detective. He knows exactly how investigations work, he knows what questions to ask, and he knows when someone's avoiding giving a straight answer. There's speculation, and this is just what people are saying online and in political circles, that this confrontation might be part of a larger power struggle within Ekurhuleni. The Metro has been plagued by allegations of corruption for years. Multiple officials have faced accusations of tender fraud, irregular appointments, and abuse of power. Some people are wondering if Mkhwanazi is just one piece of a bigger puzzle, or if he's being made a scapegoat for problems that run much deeper. What makes this hearing so compelling is Cameron's style. He doesn't raise his voice, he doesn't get emotional, but his questions are surgical. He's clearly done his homework. He's clearly spoken to people, gathered documents, and built a case before walking into that room. When you watch politicians question people in hearings, usually there's a lot of grandstanding, a lot of speeches, but Cameron keeps it focused. Question, demand answer, point out inconsistency, move to next question. It's brutal efficiency. The blue lights issue keeps coming back up because it's such a clear, concrete allegation. Either those lights were installed or they weren't. Either proper authorization was given or it wasn't. Cameron alleges that private vehicles belonging to certain individuals received this equipment without going through the proper channels, which would be a serious misuse of public resources. If Metro Police equipment is being handed out to people's personal cars, taxpayers should absolutely want to know why. And then there's the Khekhe connection, which is probably the most explosive part of this whole thing. The allegations around Vusi Matlala have been swirling for years, but he's never been convicted of anything serious. However, his name keeps appearing in stories about intimidation, about construction sites, about clashes with other groups in the area. For a Metro Police Commissioner to have any kind of close relationship with someone like that, even if it's just friendship, raises massive conflict of interest questions. Cameron's implication is clear, even if he can't say it directly. He's suggesting that Mkhwanazi may have been providing protection or favors to someone who allegedly operates outside the law. The murder scene allegation is harder to parse because Cameron doesn't give all the details in the hearing, probably for legal reasons. But the fact that he brings it up at all suggests there's something there. Was it a murder connected to gang activity? Was it connected to someone Mkhwanazi knew? Did his presence at the scene compromise the investigation in any way? These are questions that Cameron raises, but that don't get fully answered during the hearing. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will there be a formal investigation into Mkhwanazi? Will he be suspended or removed from his position? Will criminal charges be filed? Or will this just be another political storm that blows over with no real consequences? South African politics has seen plenty of dramatic hearings where serious allegations get made, and then months later, everyone's moved on and nothing's changed. But what's different about this one is how direct Cameron is. He's not hiding behind procedural language or political niceties. He's calling someone dishonest to their face in an official capacity. That takes either incredible confidence in your evidence or incredible boldness, possibly both. Cameron's made his name as someone who doesn't back down, someone who pushes hard on issues of crime and corruption. This hearing seems to be him at his most aggressive. For Mkhwanazi, this has to be a nightmare scenario. Even if every single allegation is false, the damage to his reputation is already done. The accusations are now on the public record. The videos of this hearing are circulating online. People are watching him squirm under questioning, watching him give evasive answers, watching him get called a liar repeatedly. Whether he keeps his job or not, his credibility has taken a massive hit. The broader implications for Ekurhuleni Metro Police are significant too. If the acting commissioner is facing these kinds of allegations, what does that say about the state of the department? How can officers be expected to do their jobs professionally when there are questions about leadership? How can the public trust Metro Police if there are suspicions that the people at the top are compromised? So what do you think? Is Ian Cameron exposing real corruption here, or is this political theater designed to score points? Should Mkhwanazi step down while these allegations are investigated, or should he be given the chance to clear his name? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I want to know where you stand on this. And if you want to stay updated on South African political drama, hit that subscribe button, because trust me, there's always something happening. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.